myself like, bro, you had that 2-second fucking window to be like, hey, put on the fucking condom and then we'll fuck.
I mean, you did the same thing though.
Zombie apocalypse.
No. If I can argue her side.
Yeah, for real.
So you can't, I mean, you can't be hypocritical like that.
Yeah, true. It's just the type of thing where, like, I don't get it, because the thing is, I remember even, crazy enough, this woman had even told me that my dad was dead because she didn't want him around.
I mean, I can't say that's a justified thing to do, particularly, but I could understand her place if he did something very awful that she didn't want you in contact with him. But then there's also, like, you don't know what he did to her.
True. No, yeah, good point. And it's just, like, the thing is, like, she's, like, by now, like, she's accepted it, she's just like, okay, well, if you want to talk to your dad, it's on you, if you want to talk to him, if you do, can if you want to, if you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
And, the thing is, I'm not talking to him right now because I'm pissed at him.
Why are you mad at him?
No, just because, okay, see, the thing is, okay, so, I don't know if they're still going through it, but when I was younger, my dad was still with my stepmom, which I, like, love her, they were still together when I was, like, 16, like, when we went back for my birthday.
Uh-huh.
And I wasn't 18 yet, but I was 17, so I was 17 by the time, that I had got told this, which was, they were getting a divorce.
Uh-huh.
They were getting a divorce, and it upset me. It did. But then what I got told that my dad had done in the past, that upset me, because I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, I understand you want to move on from the past. I get it. But you also got to realize is that it's like telling my dad, it's like, you can't accuse my stepmom of doing things when you were doing things in the wrong too. When you were in the wrong.
Uh-huh.
But he accused her of cheating when numerous times, pretty much all their marriage, he had cheated on her. So it's like, you can't talk. Like, you literally, like, you're not gonna have any justifiable thing about, okay, well, like, oh my god, like, she cheated on me. Okay. How many times do you cheat on her?
Uh-huh.
But anyways, yeah, so I don't know if they're still going through their fucking divorce, probably, but, because, I mean, the divorce settlement stuff takes so fucking long, it's insane, but anyways, but he had just, it was literally, like, 2 weeks after they had decided to get a divorce, he started talking to this new girl.
Uh-huh.
And I'm thinking to myself, like, bro, you move on that damn quick?
Yeah, that's not very cool.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think and the thing is, like, I remember, the thing is, I can't really talk, because I remember doing that multiple times too. But I learned from those mistakes. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I learned the shit and being like, okay, gotta take your fucking time. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, like, when me and Nathan, we took 4.5 weeks to get to know each other.
Uh-huh.
We started, like, dating and shit. But anyways, but I swear, this woman looks exactly, like, so fucking similar to what my mom looks like. And it's terrifying. Because I'm thinking to myself, like, that looks like my damn mother.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, like, do you really think it's okay? Especially, and the thing is, it sucked because the thing is, I feel like I wasn't there, because the thing is that I have 2 half brothers and then a half sister, which my half sister is younger than me, but she's what, 17? Yeah, 17. She's 17. But it's the type of thing where it just was slightly frustrating, because it was saddening because I wasn't there when she needed me the most.
Yeah.
And I couldn't be there for her and she needed me when my dad was just out getting a fucking girl and was like, well, I want to move on. And I'm like, I understand you want to move on, but you move on before your fucking divorce is final.
I mean,
what is that?
I can't really say that's necessarily true. Because by the time you're getting a divorce, I would have to say you're probably out of love. So you're most likely gonna just move on. Because, the divorce is already happening. I feel like it's kind of equal playing field at that point. Because you guys don't love each other still.
No, yeah, true. Yeah, no, yeah, true, yeah. It's just, I don't know. I just feel like it's the type of things, like, I understand, like, my sister has our brothers, but my brothers are always working. You know what I mean? My brothers are always working. They're always with their girlfriends. They're always, doing something. And, my sister's always working, and she works so fucking hard. You know what I mean? She works so hard. She does so much, and she never has any time. And it sucks because I wasn't there when she needed me. And when, and the thing is, like, I remember, because my mom was like, well, like, you also got to realize, like, your stepmom's always going to be your stepmom. And I'm like, I understand that. I totally get that. But it's the type of thing where I didn't understand why I couldn't be there for my half-sister, and why I couldn't be there for her, and it sucks because I remember, I remember telling her, like, I'm here for you, like, if you ever want to, text, or if you, like, any, just anything, she didn't text me,
Yeah.
and I totally get it, because the thing is, and obviously it's her parents, and, it's not like with my parents where with my dad and my mom, they were never together, they were probably together for, like, probably a week. And then we're just, and it was just like, fuck it. It's like, fuck this shit, bro. And I'm like, and then it's just the type of thing where I don't, like, and that's the thing, like, I don't understand why my dad just made, like, like, I understand, like, the past is the past, you just gotta get over it, it's mistakes. But I feel like he's not really learning from his mistake.
I mean, that's a thing, yeah.
And, and the thing is, it's even a thing with adults, you know what I mean? It's it's even a thing with adults. It's not just teens, you know what I mean? It's not just us. It's not just, it's not like, it's not just tweens. It's not just kids, it's adults as well.
Well, yeah.
And, and it's just like, it's the type of thing where, like, I don't understand when, like, I remember, it also sucks is how my dad I didn't even know about this woman until, like, probably, like, maybe 2-3 months ago, I'd say. And the thing is, like, I always have to see their pictures on social media, and I'm like, I have to see your shit on social media, but you can't tell me nothing about this lady? You can't tell me nothing about this bitch?
Yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, like, I don't know this bitch. I don't even meet her ass. I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, yeah, so you're gonna, it's not in a sense of, like, she's taking my stepmom's place, but I feel like just me and my sister, that's just how we think. You know what I mean? Because, we think of, like, okay, well, this lady's just coming in. We don't know this bitch. Like, we don't know this chick, like, she's just coming in and, and then barging in on this whole family situation. And especially since my dad's mom, not too long ago, my dad's mom had passed away, which was my nana. She passed away not too long ago, around that time. And which hurts even more, because I'm thinking to myself, like, you literally just lost your mom. Now you're losing your wife. Now all of a sudden you get a new girlfriend. You're moving too fucking quick. But the thing is, I can only give him advice, and probably not gonna take it. And, and I can't do anything, you know what I mean? Because he's my dad. I can't do shit.
Well, yeah. A lot of those things are out of your control, My parents have been divorced since I was, like, 5 years old, right? That's, like, a considerable amount of time. And
No.
they've gone through their sways of partners. I've never really had a stepmom or parent or anything, but I've had relationships that I thought were gonna turn out like that for my mother, essentially, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
feel like it can be like hard because you do get attached to people. Like there's been multiple people in my life where I thought they might be like my step siblings or something, and I got really close to them, and then it didn't happen, you know. Or
Yeah.
relationships that my dad has had and whatever, and I liked them, but then they stopped coming around. It's like yeah, it's all right, but you have to be able to let go of some of those things because you really can't control what's going on in other people's lives. You really just gotta worry about your own shit in the end because it's just annoying, right? If you just spend so much
It is.
time lingering on it because things are always fluid, things are always changing, and you're not really gonna get, you know, what you want.
Yeah, no, I definitely get that. It was just the type of thing where like I didn't understand. All of a sudden, the thing is also I was like, obviously I was still, like in senior year around the same time as well, and I was dealing with trying to get my math grade up, and I was so fucking stressed, and I would go into fucking fourth period, which was math, and I would just sit there just like so dazed, like just like what the fuck am I supposed to do now? Like I got all
Yeah.
this shit. What am I supposed to do? I'm literally supposed to graduate, and I don't even know if the fuck I'm gonna graduate. And all this, and all of a sudden, and then it was just this whole big thing, and then it felt like, okay, like I have relief now. There's some type of thing where, and then, and I had figured out, that I could just do summer school, and I said, fuck this, I said, bust my ass. I'm gonna get my damn diploma because that's what I need. That's what I need, especially to get into college, because I already got accepted to college.
Well,
And
yeah, you're going to public college.
and see, that's the thing. And then it just was the type of thing where I didn't understand why there was so much going on at that time. And and then my mom was like, like I remember the day I found out that they were getting a divorce.
Mm-hmm.
And I was crying, and my mom came in, and my mom was like, Riley, why the fuck are you crying? And I literally said, well, my dad and my stepmom are getting a divorce. And she just hugs me, but I'm like, why are you giving me condolences when I was a fucking tween? Where were you? Where was your ass? Where was your ass? Where? Where the hell were you? No, you were just out going to a concert, didn't give a shit, and you just left me at home because you didn't give a fuck. And
I mean, I think it's one of those hard things to grapple with when you have a young parent. I can't personally relate to that. I mean, my mother just turned 50, so it's a bit different, but I feel like I struggle with that more so now because she's getting to that age and I'm a lot older that she doesn't really mind what I do. I can just kind of live separately and she does stuff and I do stuff and it's kind of fine. But I think it does impact you a lot in your developmental years. Really, that is just kind of how that works. And it sucks, but you kind of gotta just like work through it. There's nothing you can particularly do, It's already happened, and I understand lingering on it because you're upset. That makes sense, right? But like you can't do that forever. You really gotta just learn from it at some point and learn that sometimes they change, sometimes they don't change, sometimes they're just wishy-washy and bipolar. You can't really do anything about it.
no, yeah, for sure. And then this is the thing. This is what I'm worried about is how I'm thinking. Because the thing is, my mom, she literally had said, "Well, my dream is to live off the land. Like I'm gonna buy a whole bunch of acres. I'm a big ass house, and I'm gonna like rescue all these dogs." And I'm thinking to myself, like, who the fuck is gonna help your ass?
Yeah.
Who is gonna help your ass? Oh my stepdad? Oh right. The guy who can't do shit. The guy who stayed home pretty much every single fucking day while I had went to school and while my mom busted her ass to stay in this fucking apartment to pay rent.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking to myself, like, and then all of a sudden he gets a job and he's like, oh my god, and then he gets home and he's like, oh my god, I'm so tired. Bruh, what? You didn't have a job for half of your damn life, and then all of a sudden you get a job and you're like, oh my god. And I'm like, yeah, mother, you know what? Good luck when you're older. Don't come crying to me when you need someone. Because I understand she wants me to be there for her, but what the thing is, I'm thinking to myself, like, it's the type of thing, you know, like, I wouldn't want it to be a type of thing where all of a sudden she's gone and we had just had an argument, because that's like the worst thing ever. That's like the worst thing ever to happen. I understand, I get it, but thing is, what frustrates me the most is how it's the type of thing where I don't understand when there is this whole big thing about, oh my god, well, like, I want to do this and I want to do that and I want to explore the world, and I'm thinking, mother, you come home every single fucking day and your back hurts and you want to say, oh, I want to have a farm, I want to live off the land. Who's going to take care of that shit? Taking care of a farm is not easy. It's not. I would know, because in North Carolina, that I had worked on a farm before. It's not easy. I work. It's not the easiest in fucking world. You have to harvest the crops. You have to take care of the animals. You have to feed them. You have to change their, you know, like, you have to change, like, you know, like the hay and shit. Like, you have, like, dude, it's not light work. And especially when my mom gets like 40, 50 something years old. And I'm like, well, what are you gonna do then? And I'm like, oh, your dream home is to move back to the East Coast and this whole big thing. And I'm thinking to myself, like, yeah, you really think my stepdad's gonna leave here and just leave his mom? Oh my god, his fucking mom, I probably could kill. But she assumes that she's my grandmother. And she's like, oh my god, I just like love you so much, and oh my god, and I'm gonna give you like a grand, like when I die. And I'm like, oh yeah, right. I'm like, oh yeah, sure. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see the fucking check for that shit. Bullshit. I'm thinking to myself, like, bro, you really think I want your money? No. I don't want your dirty, filthy fucking money. I don't. I truly don't. I truly don't care. It's, you know, it's bullshit. You know, I don't care. I don't want her money. The thing is, what I have learned ever since I have been a kid is you work for what you want. You work for what the fuck you want. You get a fucking job, or you work in the house, and that's what you do. That's what I got taught when I was younger. You know, and it's the type of thing where it's more of the fact of that I don't understand when his mom just assumes that she's my grandmother, and I'm like, you don't treat me like a grandkid. She fucking hates me. She has shit out for me. Like, and I'm thinking to myself, like, what did I ever do to you? I literally did nothing. She would accuse me when I was like 11 or 12. Like, she would have me come in her room and like, you know, like look through her makeup. And obviously, you know, me being like, you know, like 11, 12 years old, right? You know, I'm getting into makeup and shit, right? Mm-hmm. You know, and like, you know, like 13, 14 years old, right? So I like go in her room and she's basically like, well, Riley, like, do you want to like take this lipstick? I'm like, you want to take this? You want to take that? And so I take the stuff, and then all of a sudden, like a week later, or like a couple days later, do you know what she would say?
What?
She would come to my stepdad, to her son, and of course she goes to him and says, oh my god, well, Riley stole my lipstick.
Yeah.
Bitch, you gave that to me. You gave that shit to me. That's why I never took her shit no more. Every time she says, oh my god, well, like, I have makeup for you, like, you can take it. And then she complains about it.
Uh-huh.
She complains that she gave it to me, and I'm like, Okay, fine. Here, fucking take it. I don't give a shit. It's fucking bullshit. If you're not gonna let me have something, then why do you give it to me? That's not common sense. That, like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so sorry I'm ranting. I'm just having a day.
Yeah, I can tell. It's okay.
I'm just having a fucking day, and I was getting pissed off because I was trying to put on my shirt that looks really, like, let's say, in a sense of fancy, and the stupid cuffs on my arm were not buttoned, so I had to unbutton the shirt all over again, and and then it was both sides. It was both like cuff things, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" So yeah, that was so much fun. I loved doing that. But yeah, but I'm probably gonna let you go though, because I gotta do my meeting soon, and I gotta talk to my counselor and do this whole big thing. So
Okay, yeah. I'll just be around.
fine. You'll just be around.
Yeah, I'm around.
But yeah, but I will talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Wow, that was really a call for me. I don't really know what to think of that. My YouTube viewers, I hope that was really interesting to you and I had amazing knowledge to bestow upon this girl. Hopefully you guys think that. If you don't think that, I'm gonna kill myself. Do you guys think being a YouTuber is hard? I think this is the hardest work I've ever done. I feel like Mr. Beast out here, you know that? I hope you guys know that. It doesn't really seem like you guys know that anymore, but it's true. It's gonna take a long time to get back to my house now. I didn't really get to say what I was doing. I'm trying to finish my nether portal and I need to get spruce wood, but I can't. I thought like my spruce, like the forest was like over there, but it wasn't over there. So now I'm kind of screwed, but I did get some sick firefly bushes, which I'm gonna use because those are new. I guess those are like new chunks. I haven't been over there. I don't know where the hell I just flew, but I have not been there. So that's interesting, I guess. Yeah. This is Minecraft, guys. Wow. Oh, look at them. We're home. My chunks are... I don't have a lot loading in at the time, so it's less laggy. Usually I'd have it, like, cranked, but my computer needs a fucking break. Let's use my new firefly bushes. I don't really know where I'm gonna put them. I guess they can just kind of... Or no, they would be good over by my friends' houses. Hell yeah. And like the in-between over here, it'll be beautiful. Like... I need to put like redstone lamps over here to light it up. I feel like it would look way better. Because I have like way too many torches, I think, over here. I think it's ruining my lighting, but I also don't want mobs to spawn. So it's kind of a tough battle. Oh shit, this looks sick as hell. Fuck yeah. Oh my gosh. It seems so magical. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with my lighting issues, because I really just don't want mobs. Oh shit. This is sick. That looks pretty cool, if I say so myself. Dude, I need these by my house. My house is hella lit up though, because I don't want to get murdered. So I don't know if there's really great spots for these. It's okay. We'll put them down anyways. Okay. Now my place has hella fireflies, so I guess that's sick as hell. Thank you guys for another awesome... Wait. Thank you guys for another awesome video. I hope that was really entertaining for you guys. I just needed to post something, so I hoped you liked it. Thank you. Goodbye! Thank you, Miguel, for this Nekopara artwork after me and my friends played Nekopara.